My name's Abie Morris. I'm 44 years of age. I've been coming here 44 years and we're at Hereford Mayfair.
Tell me about your father, Abie.
My father, Abie Morris, actually his name's Henry Abraham. His name's not Abie, but they call him Abie. He was 74 years of age. He's been coming to Hereford all his life. His father was a local man from South Wales, what was in the pub business. Picked up with my grandma at Risca, that's where he's from, for the summer fair at Risca, and that's how come we started in this business.
But he was quite a figure, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What was it? Tell me what he did. What was he?
My dad was very passionate about the Showman's Guild. He spent, must have been 45 years in the Midlands section on the Showman's Guild. He took a lot of fairs into a lot of art, so he was very passionate about our business. He was.
What was his? Did he play a significant role here at Hereford Fair?
Yes and no. He was nothing to do with actually Hereford Fair running, but we run the little fair at Leominster, what's down the road, and the same council runs this fair as runs that fair. And he had a very good lot of friends in this area, and he's still got good friends in this area now.
So what about the friendship with Bishop Easton?
Well, as I said, at the bottom of this street many years ago, we lost our position here, and him and the Bishop Easton, they got drunk in the pub one night, and he said, if you could build anywhere, where would you build? And the position was on the front of the cathedral. And we was the first showman of Hereford Mayfair to open on the grounds of the cathedral with our super satellite ride.
How long did it stay there?
It had 1 year, I think it was 1 year or 2 years, I think. And then they opened St Owen Street, and then accommodated us in St Owen Street with a number of other rides, what was where they developed the town to accommodate the rides in the town. Well, they've been friends, like I said, a long time, and it just got stronger and stronger. And my mum now is still friends with his wife and his daughter, so, you know, there was a long friendship there. He used to come around every morning at 6 o'clock when we used to pull in and greet the showman and welcome him to their town.
Isn't there a story that the bishop, your father, invited him to the Showman's Guild in Great Britain or something?
Yeah, I think what you're referring to, I'm not sure, but I think he come to the 100 years celebration of the Showman's Guild in London, what they had in the Grosvenor House. I think he sat on our table. I could be wrong, but I think he might have done. Or he might have been invited to the Showman's Guild luncheon of the Midlands section.
So what about the Morrises' involvement with Leominster Mayfair?
Yeah, well,
Tell me about that.
a long time ago, my grandfather bought, with a partnership, bought Constance Fun Fair out, and Leominster was one of them. And we've been attending Leominster all our life, and my dad been attending it all his life. So, and we used to build in the town at Leominster, and we moved out of town a long time ago to accommodate for a bypass. It took 24 years to build the bypass. Then a councillor who's actually not attended this year because she's not very well, she's in hospital, a councillor called Pauline Davis. She was a good patron of the fair, and she campaigned to get us back in the town. We had a campaign for about 5 years, and this year is the 29th year we've been back in the streets. So, you know, everything was very good. 29 years we've been back in the town. What make the fair so much, I mean, the atmosphere in the town is so much greater in the middle of the towns than anywhere else, as you can see by what we're looking at here today.
You have a strong involvement with Leominster. What's it like coming to Hereford Mayfair?
Hereford Fair is a lovely place to come to. I mean, it's not just because we come here to earn money, of course, but we come here because we like it here, you know. It's one of our favourite places, like Stratford-on-Avon, a lot of our places, but Hereford Fair's, you know, it's a nice fair, even though it's a farming town. It's got the hustle and bustle of a city. Well, it is a city, but it's got the hustle and bustle of a city. That's what our showmen like.
So you have today you have a flight simulator.
Yep.
What's your first memory? How has your stall or your entertainment changed over the years?
Well, in our business, we all started what they call in a pick stall. So you used to have to pick a ticket, any odd number, and that's where we started and worked our way up the line. Now we've got travelling in our family, we've got one of them great big reverse bungee balls. It has been here, but it don't come here now because it don't suit this sort of place. It's a specialised tool. So we've got the flight simulator, as you said, and the can store up on the top of Princes Street, I think it is.
In your time at Mayfair here in Hereford and Leicester, what changes have you seen in the audience and the clientele, footfall?
Well, everything's changed, you know. Everybody's got a car, everybody's got a mobile phone, everybody is busy now. Society's busy, not just we're busy, but society's busy. We still see a lot of regulars, and we still see a lot of people who we know from years and years, and we get a lot of Polish here, and we get a lot of different changes, you know, and variety and changes are good for the fair in a certain way.
The Mayfair's been in Hereford for nearly 900 years.
Yep. I haven't been here all that time.
Looking good for your age. Looking good for your age. And that's well documented. You know, recording stories like yours, people
Yep.
who work for Mayfair, people from the Showman's Guild.
Yep.
How important is it to record their story, your story?
Well, as you can gather, every fair in every city we go to, we get someone likes us or someone that don't like us. And what keeps us in these fairs is the likes of yourself, what has got a lot of passion and time for the fairs, because we're not just here today and take your money and run away. We're providing a service for this town, what's been coming here, as you said, 900 years, is it? So there is a lot of heritage here, and when you walk around here now, every showman, you can go back through the generations and generations, and you can see what not only we bring, but they bring as well, you know. So, you know, we got 3 generations now of our own family been here, 4 with my grandfather. So there's a lot of history to these fairs, hell of a lot.
So, for example, this interview with you now, that will eventually go to the records office. It will become an archive. In 50 years' time, somebody will come along, look at your interview and think, oh, that's what the Mayfair was like. Oh, Abie Morris, he was a showman. So, do you think it's important that you live and breathe the life of a showman, is it important that it's recorded?
Of course it is, because, like I said, people don't know our industry. People don't know what we're about. They think we're here today and we're gone tomorrow, and we don't pay no ground rent, we don't pay no bills, and, you know, and we come here, took a quick buck and left. But that's not the case, is it? As you know, we give a lot of money to come to these fairs, and we do a lot of service for these fairs, you know. We do every event at Leicester, and a lot of them does them here, of the families what's been coming here and supported them, whether they wanted a fete or some sort of event. They get in touch with the Showman's Guild, or Leicester people gets in touch with us to cover their events.
Have you got a son?
Yes.
Is he an Abie?
He's an Abie as well.
So what sort of pressures does he go to face, do you think?
He wants to be a vet when he gets older, but that's his choice.
We need my son up in there, I think it's possible. So you can say my son.
Yeah,
For the
okay.
camera, sorry.
Sorry, if you could say my son Abie,
Just so the camera
because
knows.
when
Yep.
Rick gets home, he'll cut me out completely.
Right. My son Abie, he wants to be a vet, he tells us, but he's only 10 at the minute. If he wants to stay in this business, he can. My daughter loves this business. She puts her overalls on when it's time to set up, and puts her hard boots on, and she wants to be the showman. But my son at the minute, he's 10. He likes other things, so there's no pressure. If they want to do other things, they're quite welcome to do it. But the history is still in our business, you know. He might be a vet for so long, but he always might come back to our business.
It's in the blood.
It's in the blood, that's right.
Are you a spieler? Do you spiel? Have you heard people talk about spieling?
I have heard the term, but actually I don't know what it actually means, spieling.
They talk about tempting people onto your store.
Oh yeah,
Selling it.
yeah. You mean like a bit like a market trader, and you want to buy something? Yeah. I suppose we're all quite good at that, but that's how we earn our money, you know. If we stand there like dummies, we don't earn no money. If you walk past the fruit shop and the man's selling some fruit and he's talking well, chances are you buy it. The biggest advertisement in the world is Coca-Cola, and they're advertising it every day, aren't they? So we're just doing it personal, face to face.
So you come back to Hereford year after year.
Yep.
What's it like? Is it new each year? Is it fresh?
Yes, some things are. Some things are fresh, but when you look round the town's changing all the time. The old marks are no longer there because, as you know, we go off of marks and bolts what we put in through the years to mark where we should start from and where we should finish. Everything's changing now, but sometimes it's for the good, it's for progress, and sometimes it's don't please everybody.
So we were talking to Tom before, and he said when he comes in, well, he remembers his dad talking about the copper kettle, and he looks at that every year when he comes in. There's something that you notice each year that's always there, hasn't changed.
Yeah, I like when you come from Lemps and you come over that hill and you see that cathedral, you'll know you're coming into Hereford Mayfair. That is.
Sorry, I need to do that again.
No.
So Tom notices the copper kettle every time. What is it you notice each year?
We come from Lemps to Mayfair here. And when you come over the top of that big hill, you can see the cathedral. Then you'll know you're coming into Hereford Mayfair.